Well, good afternoon. I'm Cleveland Fire Lieutenant Mike Norman. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Cleveland Division of Fire. I want to thank everyone for coming out today. We're going to talk about some safety factors with the 4th of July coming up. And on behalf of the Division of Fire, I want to just encourage everyone to leave fireworks to the professionals. They are not safe to play with. Every year we respond to a number of burn injuries and other injuries that are caused by fireworks. You don't want to use those consumer-grade fireworks. We encourage people to come down and enjoy the 4th, come down and see the professional displays, and be careful. The 4th of July is one of the busiest days for fire calls, and nearly half of those fire calls are related to fireworks. So it can be a very dangerous day for people if they're using fireworks. Sparklers, for example, burn at 1,200 degrees, and wood burns at 600 degrees. So you can see how dangerous that would be if that's nothing that you want to put in the hands of a child. So again, just encourage people to be safe. And make sure that you clean up and discard any, if someone does blow off some fireworks on your street, make sure that's all cleaned up so that kids don't get a hold of that. Now, we also want to encourage people not to open the hydrants for any reasons. You know, if you open a hydrant in one place, it's all on the system, and that can diminish the amount of water that we have available in the case of an emergency somewhere in the area. So never open a fire hydrant. It's time for grilling. We want to make sure that people are safe with their grills. If you want to make sure that your grills are kept at least 3 feet away from the house, you want to be aware of any overhangs, whether it would be branches, porch roofs, and that sort of thing. You don't want to set your grill up underneath there. And keep children and pets at least 3 feet away from those hot grills. They can be very dangerous. If you have a gas grill, you want to light that gas grill with the lid open. And when you're done with that grill, make sure you're shutting it off at the bottom, at the bottle down at the bottom. And never add lighter fluid to a charcoal grill. And never leave your grill unattended. We go to a number of grill-related fires every year, and we want everybody to be safe on the 4th of July. So with that said, I will bring up Sergeant Jennifer Chach with the Cleveland Division of Police.
Thank you, Mike. Can you guys see me? So for the police side, my name is Sergeant Jennifer Chach, Cleveland Division of Police Public Information Officer. So when we're talking about 4th of July, we always want to consider that there's a lot of people partying and having a good time, and we know that that does involve alcohol for a lot of people that choose to consume. There's no DUI, OVI checkpoints scheduled for 4th of July. However, during 4th of July and other holidays, we do have an overall heightened awareness for DUI and OVI offenses, which means that our officers and our partnering law enforcement agencies will be out and about, and they will be looking for signs of impaired drivers. So if you are not driving sober and you get pulled over, you will get arrested. But to help combat some of that, we are once again partnering with the rideshare Lyft to offer $5 off rides for all the festivities for 4th of July. So there'll be a social media code that'll be released by the Cleveland Division of Police and the Cleveland Police Foundation, and also by Lyft as we get closer to the holiday. And then you can go ahead and download that code, and you can use it to save some money so you can drive safe or be transported safely. Illegal gunfire in the city is also always a big deal. We say what goes up must come down, so don't go outside and shoot guns off in the air, because that's very dangerous. You can also be arrested for that, and you could obviously hurt yourself, your family, your neighbors, so that's a big no-no. Fireworks, just to reiterate what Lieutenant Norman said, leave those to the professionals. Not only could you get hurt, but it is also illegal to light fireworks off in the city of Cleveland. It's a 3rd-degree misdemeanor, so you can get arrested, and at the very least your fireworks will get confiscated. So save yourself the trouble. There's fireworks displays that are safe and professionally done, and probably a lot better than what you're going to do at your own house. So go ahead and go out and enjoy those instead. Curfew violations and open container violations are also a big deal on 4th of July, so make sure that you review with your kids when they should be out and about and when they should be coming back in to come home. We want you guys to have fun, but we want you to do it safely. So once again, just to reiterate, make sure that you follow our social media at CLE Police and follow along with Lyft, so you can go ahead and get yourself those codes so you can ride safe. So with that being said, I'm going to bring up Commander Chapin from EMS.
Good afternoon, Commander Chapin, Cleveland EMS, PIO. I want to talk to you about heat-related emergencies. As with most health issues, the best treatment for heat-related emergencies is prevention. Heat emergencies occur when the body is unable to cool itself anymore through its own methods, such as sweating, and is most common when the person becomes dehydrated and there is a high temperature and high humidity. The elderly, the young, or people with chronic medical conditions are the most susceptible. The three types of heat emergencies are heat cramps, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke. Heat cramps are muscle cramps in the abdomen or legs. It can be treated by stopping activity, moving to a cool location, drinking fluids. Heat exhaustion is characterized by a headache, dizziness, possible nausea, and vomiting. Any of these symptoms should be treated by stopping the activity, removing clothing, and passively cooling the person. Do not cool them to the point where they shiver, as this can increase body temperature. And as always, give the person more fluids. Heat stroke is a medical emergency. This has symptoms to a common stroke, which is confusion, dizziness, slurred speech, seizures, and unresponsiveness. If this occurs, you should call 911 immediately and quickly cool the person. The best way to treat all of these are to avoid them. On hot days, avoid strenuous activity when possible, wear loose clothing, stay in a cool location if possible, and drink plenty of fluids. Be sure to check on the elderly and watch the little ones to keep them from overdoing it. These emergencies can come on quickly and progress quickly. If you see any signs of heat illness in yourself or others, stop activity and cool down. From all of us at Division of EMS, we wish everybody a happy and safe 4th of July. With that, I'm going to bring up Commissioner McNamara from the Division of Aging.
Good afternoon. My name is Mary McNamara, and I'm the Director of Aging for the City of Cleveland. As we head into summer and this 4th of July weekend, I wanted to provide some specific tips for older adults to help beat the heat. And while all citizens should be extra careful during high heat conditions, older adults, and there's 70,000 of them in Cleveland, are often more susceptible to drastic temperature changes. So those important tips we want to convey to our Cleveland seniors include: please stay out of direct sunlight. As was mentioned, limit physical activity during high temperatures. That's that time frame when the sun is strongest between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Restrict outside activities to early in the morning or late in the evening. Drink plenty of water and avoid caffeine. Wear light-colored and loose-fitting clothing. Seek out air-conditioned buildings. These may include libraries, shopping centers, senior centers, recreation centers, movie theaters. Please check on friends and neighbors who are over age 65 with health conditions. And if you are a senior, ask people to check on you. As Commander Chapin mentioned, please watch out for warning signs of heat stroke. These include feeling faint, feeling nauseous, a fast pulse rate, and/or flushed skin. And if you have any of these symptoms, seek medical attention. If you need information about the statewide Home Energy Assistance Program that helps with cooling costs at your home, please call the Department of Aging at 664-2833. This summer crisis program kicked off today, July 1st, and runs through August 31st, and can provide a credit on someone's electric bill to help with the cooling costs for your home for income-eligible seniors. Finally, no one should be ever left in a parked car for any period of time, especially when it is hot. Cars can quickly become furnace-like and can be very dangerous. As a reminder, if you need assistance about any of the many resources in our community, please call United Way by dialing 211. For a life-threatening emergency, dial 911. And for information about the Cleveland Department of Aging, call 216-664-2833. Please stay safe, enjoy the holiday weekend, and at this point I'll invite Dan Williams back to the microphone.
Well, thank you again for coming, and we'll take your questions in just a second if you have any. I do want to reiterate one other thing. If you see something, say something. This is a time of the year here in Cleveland where the All-Star game is coming in, and we'll have a press conference on that tomorrow. But I just want to reiterate, when you're out and about and you see something that looks out of place, it probably is, and you just want to be able to report that. and make sure that we're aware of something that you noticed that doesn't belong, and make sure that we keep this weekend and the days ahead safe. So thank you, and if you got any questions, let us know.
Yeah, Mike, if you could speak to the dangers of setting off fireworks, especially in a crowded neighborhood setting.
Right. I mean, they can be unreliable. I mean, they're dangerous. It's ordnance. It's explosives. You know, I mean, that you're playing with there. So whether it would be a heat injury, a burn injury that can result from those, or something more catastrophic, we'll have a number of house fires that can be caused directly by fireworks. So it really can be it's a very dangerous thing to play with, and that's why we really encourage people just come down and enjoy the professional displays. It's the safest way, and then, like Jen mentioned, it's the best way to enjoy the 4th.
Is the 4th your busiest day of the year for calls?
The 4th will be the busiest day for fire calls, and up to half of those can be related to fireworks. So it certainly can be, especially for house fires and reported fires. Thanks.